Broncos. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12 and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Broncos will kick it away to start. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bruins offense will start this game off. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a big tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Running the red zone, it's Averill. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, 1st drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Boise State Broncos offense has the ball for the 1st time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. After that completion, move the chains. Now first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Fakes his man out. At the 45 on his way. He's off to the races. Touchdown Broncos. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Boise State ready to send out that offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to pass, it's Landry. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
He finds his man. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets rid of it. The short hands. It's Morton. Touchdown, Broncos! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the Chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 14 to Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to be...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Offense set on first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Landry. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. To the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets open down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Back to pass, it's Landry. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bruins in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Handoff to the single back. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Trying to get to him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Landry. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gets it out fast. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The give. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's looking to throw it, using his feet to buy time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCLA.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way.
Off he goes! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Quick strike complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. On second and goal, they go right back to him. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Running back searching for a hole. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to throw for it. Floats it out in space. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Boise to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's the give off the left side. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Third down after the run. To throw, it's Landry. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
He'll throw it. Snags it over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Landry. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. To the ground, he's got it again. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Dances away from the heat. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming.
3-25.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to fire on second down. Dances away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna run it. It's Averill. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Landry. They're trying to get to him. At midfield, he's got room. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw. Coming after him. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9.
The give to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Ready?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Ready up.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Gets it out quickly. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boise State! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4 and 1. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bruins send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down.
Pound 55 wheat.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Across the 10. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Broncos! And the punishment has been extended. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this, a running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bruins will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Here we go. Double right. Go.
They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Lasso.
They'll leave it with him. Touchdown Broncos! And the pummeling has started. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.